Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, and better late than never really. Golett Spotlight Hour is currently ongoing and we've had to postpone the start of the Spotlight Hour live stream just because of how heavy the rain was. Now, it was coming down quite horrendous. There has seemingly been a break in the rain, so that's why we've gone live. But we are going to see if in the remaining part of this hour if we can in fact get a shiny Golett. So we are going to just mega evolve a ghost type to get a little bit more candy, and also we are going to go ahead and put a star piece on, because of course this Spotlight Hour, every Spotlight Hour you get a additional bonus, and this Spotlight Hour is 2 times catch Stardust. So we're going to see if we get any decent amount of Stardust from these. So first of all, let's see if we can actually hit one, and then let's see what Stardust we actually get per catch. And not too bad, 300 per catch. I'll take that. So of course you do get some Pokemon which are boosted Stardust. The likes of Shelder, for example, is 1000 per catch with Shelder. But Golett, unfortunately, isn't one of those. But it is still quite a nice bonus. Normally it's 100 per catch. Of course 200 because of a Spotlight Hour, plus 50% because of a star piece. And that leads us to the 300. Rain's starting to come down a little bit heavier again now. Try and do as much as we can in the Spotlight Hour. It's not the best weather conditions for it. We've had really nice weather here in the UK for the last few weeks, and then this week just seems to be absolutely terrible, which is coincidentally when most of the school holidays are as well. Most schools are off this week, so for those people who are having the school holidays off, it's not very good weather for you. But it may be a case where we have to keep wiping the phone screen just to get the rain off it, but it's definitely still a lot easier than what it used to be. The rain, it has definitely eased off still, and hopefully it remains that way at least until 7 o'clock. After 7 it can do what it wants really. Just while we're out catching these Goletts, I wouldn't mind if it just stayed like this and didn't get any worse. That'll be ideal. Hey James, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Let's check out Golett. So the shiny Golett, it is a full odd shiny. It is 1 in 512 for shiny Golett, unfortunately. You subbed, brilliant, thank you James. So yeah, it is 1 in 512 for Golett, but it is an incredibly nice shiny. And there it is! Shiny Golett! Let's go! Get in! That is because James is subbed. That's what it is. James subbed, and then we got a shiny Golett. Let's go! Get in! Such a nice shiny. It is such a nice shiny. We're just literally talking about how nice a shiny it is, and boom. No, I joined, that's why. YT Slams is here as well. This is awesome. It's a 0-star, of course it's a 0-star, but still, I'm glad we went live. I'm really glad we went live. We've got a shiny Golett. So I always think this little guy looks a bit like a robot. So I may call the shiny iRobot. What do people think to that name? I was waiting for you to go live. Well, thanks for waiting. It is such a cool Pokemon. It is actually one of the only Pokemon that is available shiny in like the TV series. There's a film, I think it's black and white. On one of those, in a battle scene, so on Pokemon White, the movie, or Pokemon Black, the movie, I think it's one of those, you get to see a shiny Golett appearing on like the battle scene. Now, if you Google that, you'll definitely see it. Shiny Golett in Pokemon anime series, and you'll see a picture of it. It looks amazing. What was that throw? Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. The screen's wet, so bear with me. It is still raining, unfortunately. There we go. We've got a little better there with a throw. No way, I'm so happy that we got a shiny. That is awesome. 5 more hours until my spotlight hour starts. Is it nice weather where you are? Hopefully you don't have to not do it like I nearly had to. The first half an hour I missed out on. Well, just over half an hour, in fact. Rained all night, that's terrible. Yeah, it's been really rubbish here as well. It was so nice for weeks, and then the week in which the school holidays are, it's just absolutely rained all week so far. Oh, did I mess up on the quick catch? No. It's just rain on the screen again. I do love this little robot guy though. I'm definitely going to call the shiny iRobot. How's my day been? Yeah, it's been okay really. The weather's obviously been terrible, but I actually had the day off work. I'm actually off work this week, so I've actually managed to get a few house jobs done, which sounds all boring. Plus, I've also explored the avenue of getting a TikTok for the YouTube channel. You know, having a TikTok as well as a YouTube, but mainly doing all the lives, of course, on YouTube, but just putting like YouTube shorts up on TikTok as well as on YouTube, just to reach a bit more of an audience. So you may see us get a TikTok very soon. I'm in the process of setting that up. I've started today, so that might be a little bit better for growth, like you say. Yeah. Yeah, so if I get a TikTok, put my Pokemon Go shorts on there, and then sort of see if I can sort of direct people to YouTube from my live streams, I think that's the way I'm going to go about it. I think YouTube is still better for lives. It's just, I don't know. I've never had TikTok. Never ever had TikTok personally, nor anything. So I don't know really how to use it that much. So I think I'll still use YouTube for lives just because I know how that works. I know how to use it. Hey Will, how are you? Right, you need 1,000k followers on TikTok to go live. That's fair play. It might get to a stage, hopefully, it might get to a stage where I could potentially go like alternate it. So I can have my YouTube live schedule as it is currently, for YouTube. So Monday night spotlight, Max Monday, Tuesday spotlight hour, Wednesday, of course I don't go live, but then at a weekend I go live. And then on TikTok I could perhaps go live like on Thursday or Friday, just do like one a week. I don't know, see how it builds up first. But yeah, I have started with steps on getting a TikTok, so that is going to be new to the channel. And I will put links, when I've set it up and everything, I will put links in the bio, and I'll probably do a YouTube short saying that we're now on TikTok. I'm his biggest fan. You definitely are. Can I get a massive shout out, please? The biggest. Hi, Will! Sorry if I'm just deafening some people. Right, so I'm going to do our daily adventure insets at the same time as well. Can't wait to get 100k subs, and I get to brag that they all missed out on the greatest. That would be awesome. If we can get anywhere near that amount of subs, that would be amazing. Little steps out first. Little steps. Yeah, exactly. One at a time. Slowly building up. I think we've jumped like 40 something subscribers over the last 28 days, which is more than one a day, so that's really good. $666 on the Golett. Lucifer. Normally, when I get a 666 Pokemon, a shiny isn't far away. That's what normally happens, but that might just be me. I don't know. But let's see. There is a showcase here as well. Let's get ourselves on this showcase. Biggest water type. Oh no, we've already entered enough. Can't get on. That is annoying. What a silly reason to get banned. Did somebody report you then for that to happen, or what? I don't. How did you get banned? Spin that Pokestops. I'm glad I'm no longer standing near a road, because I would have got soaked then. There's just a wagon gone past and literally just splashed up loads of water, but luckily I wasn't stood next to it. Yeah, a lorry, a wagon. We call them wagons, but lorries, HGV, whatever you want to call them. Truck. Could call it truck. Yeah, there you go, truck. Depends what you call it. It's a bit like sofa for us. You'd call a couch, I'm guessing. It's just different terminology, isn't it? Oh, you also call it sofa. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. Different parts of the world have different names for the same thing, don't we? Even like different places in the UK, we all have different names for certain things. From one British guy to one American teen, yeah. Right, so we managed to hit these accent throws okay. It's a bit of a shame that Darkrai Lover isn't in the chat, because we are going to level up with Darkrai Lover, and I was hoping to stick a lucky egg on, but of course, with me not going live at 6 PM, that might be a reason. But if you are here, Darkrai Lover, make sure to let me know in the comments so that we can sort this interaction out, so that we level up our friendship. Terrible throw. Yeah, hopefully he jumps on, because we're actually hitting a good amount of excellent throws here. Wouldn't mind doing a lucky egg. If not, I can see if I can go live tomorrow and do it then. Good amount of what you hit the ground. It's a ground type Pokemon, so yeah, I'll take that. I'm back again. Hi, James. James is back. How has James been today? Have you had a good day? Good. We have ran Pokemon storage on what? Seals can go. Chuck them in the bin. Go. Be free. Right, so we do have an ultimatum with today's live stream. Of course, we started the live stream late. We are going to be live for the next 20 minutes, potentially. Yeah, that'll be awesome. But yeah, so potentially we'll be live for the next 20 minutes. And the ultimatum, which I'll leave up to you guys, is we do have our second Dynamax come through, which we can encounter today. Or we can wait and encounter it tomorrow to see if we get more viewers. Now, what would people like me to do? I'll also trim it up as well and make it to a short video. You should do it today. What's James thinking? Should we do our Dynamax come through encounter today or tomorrow? What if I die tomorrow and I'll never get to see it? Well, that is true. If I die tomorrow, I'll never get to do it. So, you know, that is a fair argument. That is a fair argument. Yes, do it today. Right, okay. That's 2 out of 2. We will do it after a spotlight hour then. we'll get the Spotlight out of the way, and then we will do our Dynamax Kubfu encounter. James, you're taking second. But then again, we always say first or worst, second or best, so James might technically be the best. Depends what you go off. Right, we've got another 4 minutes of Spotlight Hour, to which we started late because of the rain. And yet we've still got a shiny, which is awesome. Hundo check. I will be doing a hundo check in just a moment. Let's catch the ones around here first, because there should be a few more spawns around here. Pokemon storage is full! No! Not what we need right now. Quick, quick, quick. Meditite. Go, go, go. Into a bin. Golett. I'll keep with Goletts for now. We'd be seriously lucky to start Spotlight Hour late and already end up with a hundo and a shiny. I mean, we were lucky enough to get the shiny, let alone if we've managed to find a hundo at the same time. That would be insane. Still, it could happen. Could very well happen. Another excellent throw. Nicely done. Two more minutes remaining, so these will be the last few Goletts around here. If we can click and catch them all before the 2 minutes. Another excellent throw. One off incense. No shiny. Start using some of these berries up as well. Terrible throw. Excellent throw. Right, 6:59. Less than a minute remaining. Pokemon storage is full. No. Why? Why get full at that time? That is not the time in which we want to get full at. There's another Golett. No, the Golett ran. Perhaps it's one that we caught before. Any more Goletts? Any more Goletts? Any more Goletts before we do a hundo check? Golett, where are you? Come on. No, 7 o'clock. Damn it. Right. Spotlight Hour wise then. A late start to Spotlight Hour. But still, we managed to get a shiny, which was actually a 0-star. But still, look at him. He is absolutely incredible. The shiny Golett just looks amazing. Don't care what people say. It looks absolutely amazing. And let's have a quick look and see how many shinies that's now puts us at. We've actually got 6 shiny Golett, which is actually really, really nice. And that was one that we had today. we've got this Golett, which is our best Golett, I would assume, being that we evolved it. So 3-star, 15, 15, 10. We've then got another one 0-star, another 0-star, another 0-star, and another 0-star. So all of those are 0-star except for that one that we've evolved into Golett. So that is the best one out of the lot. And the other ones, I wouldn't mind finding somebody to lucky trade, because I would really like to max a shiny Golett out and probably best buddy it. That would be really, really cool to have as my buddy walking around with me. So, hundo check. Did we manage to get a 4-star? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Unfortunately not. What decent ones did we get? We got 5 3-stars. So, we managed to get this one, which was 91 IV, 15, 11, 15. 93 IV. Slightly worse, around about an 87, 84 IV there. And this one, which is missing 4 in total, 91 IV again. So, not bad. 96, so 14, 14, 15. That is not bad at all. And then we've gone down into the other spawns. So, not too bad. Spotlight hour. Not too bad spotlight hour. 15 attack is amazing. Level 1. Yeah, that was one. Level 1, wasn't it? Let's just have a double check on that. Yeah, level 1. It's not a bad level 1. So yeah, overall, not a bad spotlight hour at all. Bearing in mind we started late due to the weather. It's still raining now, but nowhere near as heavy as what it was before. It was absolutely torrential before. Hence why we started the live stream out, and hence why I put that YouTube short out stating the reason why we were unable to go live. But we have got one more thing to do today, and that is the Dynamax Kubfu. I said yesterday during the Max Monday that we'd do it today, and then due to the weather I thought I was going to have to cancel the live stream for good, but there was a break in the weather. We've come out, we've actually managed to get a shiny during the spotlight hour. So let's see what our Dynamax Kubfu is. Now, the last remaining reward to do it is level up a max move. So we can pick any Dynamax that we've currently got in our storage and level up a max move. So if we type in Dynamax, and let's see what hundos we've got that may require the max move leveling up. So that one there, that Excadrill can have its guard maxed up to level 2. And if we do that, you can see we have now completed that research. So 6,000 XP, and the research is now complete. So Dynamax Kubfu, let's just have a quick look before we encounter this one and see what our last one was. Now, the CP is going to be slightly different. We powered this one up slightly, but I think the hundo is around 727. I could be wrong, but I think the hundo is around 727 when you haven't powered it up. And this one, even when it was lucky traded, wasn't that brilliant. A 12, 13, 14. So can we get any better than that? Let's have a quick look and see what the Dynamax Kubfu encounter looks like this time round. So let's claim it. Fingers crossed we end up with a good one. Dynamax Kubfu. What is it going to be? There it is. 707. No, I don't think that's very good. Let's have a quick look and see if it is. Let's catch it. 707. Is that any better than our lucky one? Or have we ended up with a 2-star that we're going to have to find somebody to lucky trade it with? Let's go for the Pokeball. Always looks better if it's in a Pokeball. That throw is terrible. Let's have a look and see if that catches. It doesn't. Let's use a Silver Pineapple for the additional candy. And excellent throw on that one. So, Dynamax Kubfu 707. Still didn't catch. Why is it not catching? That is ridiculous. Terrible throw that time. Let's go again. Still not catching. Still not catching. I've got it in my head that a Hundo Dynamax Cubfu is 727. This one is 707. So I don't think it's anywhere close to a Hundo. I think this is probably going to be another 2-star. And therefore, we're probably going to find somebody to lucky trade it with. It's still not catching though. It doesn't want to be caught, this doesn't. It does not want to be caught at all. Excellent throw that time with a silver Pinab. Still nothing. This is ridiculous. Another excellent throw with another silver Pinab. Come on. It's got to stay in. And it has. We've got it. Dynamax come through. 707 CP. Finally caught. And what is the 707? It's a 3-star. It's an 11, 14, 14. So probably slightly better than the lucky one we've already had. But something we can potentially still lucky trade because of that attack being 11. We can hopefully find somebody to lucky trade this with. So fingers crossed, one of our lucky friends has a Dynamax come through. They can lucky trade us and do a light for light with. But overall, not terrible, but not brilliant. Definitely something we can hopefully improve with that lucky trade. I'm new to the game, level 26. Sorry, the comments just disappeared. Hopefully that comment will pop back up again and then I can answer that question. If we get someone else to comment, then I should be able to see that previous comment. If you're still here, YT Slams, do us a favour and just drop a comment, and then I can read that previous person's comment and answer them. Chat's broken. I'm new to the game and level 26, but I got this Hundo Shiny Articuno. I think it's calf. It is good. That is awesome. That is an amazing Hundo to get. That is really, really cool Hundo. Hello, I'm a Pokemon Go player also. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for dropping in on the live stream. So, a bit of a postponed spotlight hour. We ended up with a shiny Golett, and we also managed to get our Dynamax come through encounter, our second Dynamax come through encounter. So, overall, a terrible start of a spotlight hour due to the weather. Ended up being quite a decent spotlight hour stream, and we've still got around about 7 more minutes left on our daily adventure incense while we head back up to see if we spawn any Galarian birds. So we'll stay live for a few more moments to see if we get any sight of any Galarian bird. It's been a while since we've seen one. Been a few weeks now. So hopefully the odds are going to be in our favour and we'll get one in these last few remaining moments. Now let's get rid of some of these Goletts. We type in Golett here. Pokemon is always full. It's terrible. Let's save a few for evolutions. We'll get rid of the remaining ones. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video by double tapping on the screen if you're on mobile, or hitting that thumbs up if you're watching on computer, and then also make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Terrible throw. Can you see my chat? Yeah, I can. What's your favourite Pokemon? Sorry. Yeah, my favourite Pokemon is Gengar by a million miles. It is Gengar all the way. I think what did it for me with Gengar is I'm in my 30s now. So when I used to play the Game Boy games, I used to have Pokemon Yellow. That was the first ever Game Boy game I had. Pokemon Yellow. It had Pikachu on the cartridge. And it's actually quite a rare game now. But Pokemon Yellow was the first Pokemon game I had on Game Boy, and it was a Game Boy as well with the see-through case, the original Game Boy. And I remember loading it up, first time playing it, and seeing the Gengar versus Nidorino on the loading screen. And from that moment, I was obsessed with Gengar. I really, really liked Gengar. I wanted to get Gengar in that game, and then I wanted to basically keep it in my squad every time I went up against gym trainers and stuff like that. So yeah, that was always the case with Gengar. But yeah, what's your favourite Pokemon? Tell me what your favourite Pokemon is and why in the comments down below. Yeah, Metagross is quite a nice one. It's like a steel spider, isn't it? It's really, really nice. Favorite Pokemon is always Pikachu. Yeah, Pikachu is a solid choice. What do you reckon do you have a Hundo Gengar? I do, yes. Let me just share that with you. And Hundo Gengars, I literally catch every single Ghastly I see in the wild. So I've ended up getting 15 Hundo Gengars. Unfortunately, none of them are Shundo, but some of them have got the costumes, and definitely with a bottle cap, I will get one of these to a Shundo. But yeah, I have got a couple with the Halloween costumes, which are really, really nice. Very, very cool Halloween costumes. So it is super cool that it does get those costumes. Let's jump in on this Dynamax Rookidee and see what we get. So if your favourite Pokemon is Pikachu, what do you think to the Gigantamax Pikachu? It doesn't really change much, does it, in my opinion? I think it just gets bigger. I know we've not had it released yet in the game, but I believe the concept is that it just basically gets bigger in size. I know the Gigantamax Meowth. Yeah, there is a G-Max Pikachu. There's also a G-Max Meowth, which just basically gets like an elongated body. It just gets stretched. It looks really weird. So yeah, what's your thoughts on the Gigantamax Pikachu? I was hoping that we were going to change the appearance of it a little bit more, like they have with most of the other Gigantamaxes. So there is Dynamax Rookidee down and out. G-Max Pikachu is the best with Iron Tail. Well, that's a good shout, yeah. It does know, that's one thing Pikachu has got going for it, is that it does know a wide range of moves as well, so that's really decent. 364 on the Rookidee, I don't think that's very good. I think we had 374 yesterday during the Max Monday. I think we said that the Hundo was around 380. Probably Motto because he's like the villain. Meowth, yeah, same. I still remember when Pikachu became G-Max. Yeah, defo. But no, I think if you look at obviously Pikachu became like the main Pokemon in the series, but if you look into the history, it wasn't actually ever planned to be the main one. If you look back into the history of Pokemon, the creators of Pokemon thought that Clefairy was going to be the Pokemon of choice and going to be the main Pokemon of the series. And when we released the first anime episode, Pikachu had such a great reception from the audience that it instantly became a main one of the series. Originally, the creators of Pokemon lined up Clefairy, and then Clefable, its evolution, would have an opposite. Yeah, exactly, we changed it to Pikachu. So Clefairy would actually have a nemesis, and that was going to be Gengar. So if you look on the Clefable and Gengar, their head shape are very, very similar. We both have spikes, and where Clefable has curls in its hair between its spikes, Gengar has more spikes. So they were supposed to be like rivals to each other. That was always the idea. But of course, Pikachu got so much hype about it when the series got released that they just instantly made that one the main one. But yeah, I'll show you. If you type in Clefable, you can see there 2 spikes either side and then curl on its headline. And then Gengar is basically the opposite. So 2 spikes and spikes in the middle. And obviously Gengar lives in the shadows of another Pokemon. So therefore it would live in the shadow of Clefable. That was the idea. But yeah, of course, he had to go a slightly different route. And that is when we saw Pikachu, and obviously the opposite number to Pikachu, Pikachu being number 25 in the Pokedex. The opposite to that is 52, if you turned it around the other way. And 52 is the Pokedex number for Meowth, which is the nemesis. So that's a reason for the Pokedex numbers as well. So there you go. If you didn't know that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm filled with useful Pokemon facts. I'm learning a lot. Hopefully you do on this channel. So yeah, we've done our daily adventure in Sense, we've done our Dynamax Cubthru encounter, and we have done the Golett Spotlight Hour. Even though we have only just managed around 25 minutes, we still managed to get a shiny. So this is the Dynamax Cubthru we had, just as a refresh, 11, 14, 14. And then our shiny Golett, which we had, we'll nickname him as well. I did say I'll nickname him at the time, but I'll do that now. iRobot. There we go. It's opposite because some facts said that Clefable dead, it becomes ghastly, and when it evolves in... Ah, that is actually a really, really good one. I haven't heard of that. But yeah, that's actually makes sense, that does. Yeah, that does make sense. That is pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for that. I didn't know that. Why do you keep so many Pokemon? Like 8,000 is a lot. Well, most of those are shinies or hundos, I'd say. How many hundos have I got? 817. And then shiny, 3,500. So that's nearly 4,500 straight away. Then you've got the decent ones like the legendaries that are 98 or 96 or 93. So yeah, it soon builds up. I perhaps don't need 3,500 shinies, but other than Community Day shinies, I feel really bad for binning other shinies. Community Day shinies I don't mind because it's like a Machop. Who needs 37 shiny Machop like I got it a weekend? How many Shundos? What Team Rocket Pokemon like Pikachu? Yes, I did know that. How many Shundos? So 4-star and shiny. And we will be finishing the stream in a minute, guys, as well. But Shundos wise, we have managed to get 12 so far, this being the most recent one. Now, YT Slams would love seeing this over and over again, because this is his favourite Pokemon, and we managed to get Shundo the other day during a lucky trade. So I know YT Slams really like seeing that. Then we managed to get this one. This was actually on a solo raid. So we actually soloed a Regidrago raid, and it ended up being a shiny and a Hundo. So a Shundo from a solo raid, which was absolutely obscene. Shundo Kartana, should I say, from a lucky trade. This one was in the wild, completely in the wild, on daytime at my workplace. It was absolutely crazy. Shundo Lupuni in the wild again. Shundo Delphox. Now, this was during me Fennekin Community Day, and it was on my birthday back in 2023. So we had a birthday community day back in 2023, 21st of May, and we managed to get a Shundo Delphox from it, which was obscene. Again, another lucky trade, and this one is yet to have its mega released, but Sharpedo will be getting a mega in the game at some stage, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Rampardos, love Rampardos. It's so useful in raids and in gym battle, so really happy with that one. First ever raid Shundo was this guy here, Thunderous. Really happy to get him. Absol again, another one that megas. Super happy with that lucky trade. Giratina origin form. I mean, I don't need to say any more than that, do I? Giratina is a super cool Pokemon, and the origin form is even better than the altered form, so amazingly happy with that. And then our first ever Shundo was a Shundo Oddish, a wild Oddish in the wild, completely full odds, no event boosted shiny, completely random, and we managed to get it Shundo. So absolutely obscene stats or chances on that, should I say. So yeah, in overall 12 Shundos, which is super happy. He has 11 Shundos and holding my Shundo Metagross. So yeah, super happy with all the Shundos I've managed to get so far, and hoping that we can get a few more Shundos, especially a Shundo Gengar in the next couple of weeks when we get more information about that bottle cap. My level is only 30 right now. Well, keep leveling up. You will sure enough get some Shundos at some stage. Don't worry about that. But yeah, make sure to level up. All right, bye. Bye, James. Thanks so much for joining. I am going to leave a stream as well, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. I know it's been a late live stream today with a spotlight hour, with the weather conditions, but we did manage to go live. We did manage to get the shiny. We did manage to get a Dynamax come through encounter as well. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on that notification bell as well, and I'll see you on the next one.